Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following my videos, you know I really love using Flux for creating images that have characters in them. It's just amazing. We've used Flux through different services before, like Google Claps and many other websites that let us use it for free. But in this video, we're going straight to the official Flux website. This site let us use all the Flux models for free. So let's not waste any more time and jump straight to the tutorial. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do it right now and don't forget to like this video and leave a comment too.
I'll put the link to the Flux Play Around website in the video description for you. When you go there and click on Sign In, it will ask for your Gmail or other email address. You can easily sign in with your email. Once you're in, you'll see that they give you 200 credits to start. For every image Flux creates for you, it uses up 5 credits. Now, here's a cool trick. When your credits run out, you can just log out and then log back in with a different Gmail or email address to get more credits and keep using it. How awesome is that? Okay, let's get into making some images. Generating images with Flux. As you can see, there are different Flux models here that we can use. I'm going to go with the Pro version for this first example. Using a prompt, I have a prompt ready, so I'll just paste it in. You can also upload an image to use as a reference. This is super helpful for keeping your character consistent across different images. I'll give it my prompt and Flux will create 4 images for me. Look at that. I'll open one of these images for you. I'll right-click and download it to see it in full screen. See how high quality the image is? It's really good. You can create any image you want in the same way and make good use of it. Adjusting settings for output. There are also other settings we can use. Let's go to the next image I want to create. I'm going to switch my model to the Pro Ultra mode, which I really like. To change the settings for your image, you need to click on the 3 dots next to the model name. Here you can choose the aspect ratio of your image, how wide or tall it is, how many output images you want, and even whether your output image should be a JPEG or a PNG. Remember, each image we create uses up some credits. I'll ask it to create the image. It only takes a few seconds, just a few seconds to get the output. And boom, the image is ready. No watermark, no extra stuff on the image. It's super clean. Let's go to the next image. Again, I'm using the Pro Ultra mode because, as I said, I really like this model. For this image, I want a model or character that looks very real. I'll make the image big for you. I'll even download it so we can see it in full screen. Wow, this image is super attractive, very real. The text, the colors, everything is so good, but it can get even better. How do we do that? In the same settings I just showed you, there's a special trick. You can choose the raw output option and set it to yes. This makes it look like the image was taken with a professional DSLR camera and saved in raw format. This way, the image quality goes up and it really looks like it was taken with a real camera, with a real character. It's the same prompt, just one small change, and you get such an amazing and excellent result. You can even compare these images yourself and see which model works better for you. I'm going back to creating another image. Here's a trick for when you don't know what kind of prompt to use and you just want to test things out. You can just write c.jpg or c.png or something similar. This is like someone took a selfie and saved it to their computer without giving any specific details about the image. You can see the image it creates isn't bad, but the general look and faces are a bit similar. You just need to add a few more details to your prompt to get a really excellent image. For my next image, I want to create an anime picture. I'm going for a Disney or Pixar style, or any style you want. Look how well it created the image. It's like we took a screenshot directly from a Disney animation and saved it. Editing images with Flux Context. Now I want to move on to editing. As you might remember from my previous tutorials, Flux Context is amazing at editing your images in the best possible way. Changing the scene setting. I'll pick this image that I just created with Flux. I'll give it a prompt, asking it to change this image to a midnight scene. After a few seconds, it gives me the image. See? It's the same character, without even one pixel changing, but it's transformed into a different scene that takes place at midnight. You can also adjust settings here, like getting one output or multiple depending on what you need. Changing character pose position. To show you how fantastic Flux Context's editing is, I'll keep this original image. I want this character to sit on a kindergarten chair. After a few seconds, it creates the image exactly. It keeps the character without even a single pixel change and puts them sitting on a kindergarten chair. It's incredibly good. Expanding images, widen, extend. You can even widen your image and expand it. I had an image on my computer and I uploaded it to this website. I'm going to use this service to widen my image. I just give it the image, click generate, and it automatically continues and expands the image based on the existing elements in it. Fill mode and specific edits. You can also use the fill mode with Flux Context. I've uploaded one of the photos I created with Flux again. You can select a part of the image. However, when you lift your mouse, your selection disappears. Even if you hold Shift or Alt, these selections don't connect. But if you continue drawing the line, you can select exactly the part you want. I really wanted to select the two eyes, and regarding that, you can also give this prompt directly. I selected the eye areas and asked it to change the eye color of my character. Look, it did an amazing job. You can even tell it to close the eyes. You can easily do anything you want and make any edits you desire on this image with Flux Context.
I hope you found this tutorial video super useful. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Stay happy and goodbye everyone.